Here's why fuck around and find out isn't going to work on the majority of people who need that reality check the most. In case you missed it, the parents of the unvaxxed child that passed away from the measles said that the disease is not as bad as they're making it out to be. Don't do the shots. Survivor bias aside, I don't know how much worse a disease can get for a person than taking one's life. Then there's the man who voted for Mango Mussolini, whose wife got detained by ICE shortly after their honeymoon, and he says that he still has no regrets about his vote. This is just a couple of examples from people who, when presented with real life, lived examples of that information that is in opposition to their beliefs. They double down. Why? There's a reason why the right has demonized education and tried to weaponize the left as the party of educated elitists, like being educated is somehow now a terrible thing. Elitists, sure, sometimes, but it's because they can't stand to be called stupid or have it be implied that they were taken advantage of. Because that would mean having to acknowledge and confront something about themselves that they could be taken advantage of or fooled, and that they're the very sheep that they love calling us. There's a reason that they choose the labels they do: snowflakes, sheep, educated, but somehow also calling us dumb. Identity is so tied up with their stances and their beliefs, which are intimately intertwined with their sense of self-worth. They'd rather die on the hill of denying any wrongdoing or that they could possibly have been fooled and not seen the reality in front of them, as we're seeing with Signalgate. And here's where shame enters. When you aren't suffocated by shame, you're able to separate behavior from identity and criticize or evaluate that behavior without wrecking one's sense of self. That's why the left, I'm generalizing, of course there are outliers, is generally able to criticize our own politicians, and I've personally never met a leftist or a Dem making a single politician or party affiliation their entire personality, complete with ugly branded goods imported from their self-professed enemy of a country. And this is why the right can never take accountability, admit their wrongs, and why it's a cult. Admitting that the cult of a religion that you have chosen to subscribe to and commit your entire personality and belief system to did something wrong would also mean that you too are the same.